So today let's continue with our lesson of previous class. So what we have today, we will be doing question number 3. Okay, now what it says is, if a unit vector A makes angles pi by 3 with I cap, pi by 4 with j cap, and an acute angle theta with k cap, then find theta, hence the components of A vector. So they have told you, what they have said, that there is a vector A vector, right, and it's unit vector. We don't bother about that thing. So this is A vector. Okay, let's say this is 0 to A. Clear? So now it says that it makes, what is the angle with x-axis? The angle is pi by 3. Then it makes pi by 4 with y-axis, z cap, because z cap is the unit vector in the direction of y-axis, right? And how much angle does it make with the z-axis? That is what we have to find. So let that angle be theta. Clear? So now, before starting this chapter, vector algebra, we have learned that this pi by 3, these are known as what? Pi by 3, pi by 4, and this theta are known as what? Direction angles. Now, can you write me the direction cosines? The direction cosines of the vector A, the direction cosines of the vector A is, what are they? Can you tell me? It is cos pi by 3, cos alpha, right? And cos beta. Cos beta is what? Pi by 4, cos pi by 4. And we have cos theta. I think we have learned this thing in previous lesson. Now, direction cosine in the x-axis is denoted as L. So L is what? Cos alpha, right? So here I will write L is equal to cos pi by 3, and cos pi by 3 is half, right? Now L, after L we have M. Now M is your cos pi by 4, and that is 1 by root 2, right? And that we have the last one, that is N, and that is cos theta, and that is equal to nothing. That is what we have to find, right? So let's do it. So first thing, can you tell me what was L equal to? L was equal to what? X by R, where R is, I will tell you, M is equal to what? Y by R, and N is equal to what? Z by R, right? And R is actually what? The magnitude of the vector. So if I have to write in terms of this one, so it will be X by mod A is equal to Y by mod A is equal to Z by mod A. Clear? So this is what we had learned in our direction cosine lessons, right? Let us find L square plus M square plus N square. What is it? Just let us derive this formula. L is how much? X by R. Let's write X by R whole square. Plus M is how much? Y by R. Y by R whole square. R is nothing but, so if I write like this, R vector, this is R vector. Now if I write like this, it means magnitude of R. Now if I write just like this, it also means magnitude of R. Why? Because there is no direction sign in here, right? Clear? That's why I just written R in there. Okay. Now N is equal to what? Z by R whole square. I'm just deriving a formula. Now, so what do you get? X square by R square plus Y square by R square plus Z square by R square. Yes or no? Now if I take the LCM, what I get? R square in the denominator, and I get X square plus Y square plus Z square. Can you tell me what is X square plus Y square plus Z square? What was that? We have learned this one previously. R vector is equal to what? Xi cap plus Yj cap plus Zk cap, right? And the magnitude of R is equal to what? Root over of x square plus y square plus z square, right? And if I do, r square will be equal to what? X square plus y square plus z square. The square root goes away, right? So this thing becomes r square by r square is equal to 1. So we derived a formula that the sum of the squares of the direction cosines of any vector will be equal to 1. Okay, it's a very, very important formula. You just have to remember. So let's just put those values of L, M, N. Now what is the value of N? L is how much? Half. So half whole square plus, what is the value of M? 1 by root 2 whole square. What is the value of N? That is what we have to find. It's cos theta whole square is equal to how much? We have already done. That is 1. I'm really sorry about that. Okay. So 1 by 2. So it is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2 plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So let us take everything that side. So what I get? Cos square theta. How much we have? Cos square theta is equal to? So 1 minus half will give you half, and half minus 1 by 4 is 1 by 4. Clear? So therefore cos theta is equal to plus minus square root of 1 by 4 is how much? 1 by 2, right? Okay. Now it can be plus half or minus half. Now in the question it says acute angle, so it cannot be minus half. Okay, so it has to be plus half. Why? Because theta is acute. Acute means what? It lies in which quadrant? It lies in the first quadrant. Am I clear? And cos theta is positive in first quadrant, right? So that's why we will just take the positive value, that is half. Understood? Now this we got the value of cos theta. Now we have to find what? The components of a vector. Now one thing you see, a vector is given by what? a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap, right? Clear? Now one very, very important thing. If a vector is a unit vector, here a vector is a unit vector, right? Clear? If a vector is a unit vector, then the components can be expressed in terms of the direction cosines. So if I have an a vector, I will write like that in terms of direction ratios. Now if I have a unit vector of that vector, I can write it in terms of direction ratios. So li cap plus mj cap plus nk cap. Okay, so if we have a vector, we'll just write direction ratios. Now if we have a unit vector, we can just express that one as in terms of direction ratios. Direction cosines. So how much is that? L is equal to how much? L was equal to, we have already done this one, half I cap. M is equal to how much? 1 by root 2 j cap, and N is equal to this one. So this is our required answers.